Dear pilots, welcome to the volume 2 of my video on alpha floor conditions of inhibition. In the previous video, I had mentioned about non-availability of alpha floor in case we lose EPIR if I am flying IA engine aircraft. Now IA stands for International Aero Engines. V2527A5 is the full name of these engines, and they have been manufactured by 5 companies. Lot of airlines are still using these IA engines, and IA engines use EPIR as the thrust measuring parameter. So as mentioned, EPIR is the ratio of P5, that is the total pressure at the exit of LP turbine, to P2, that is the total pressure at the inlet of LP compressor. The FADEC computes EPIR at every instant of time to give the parameter on the EWD in terms of thrust being produced by the engine. Now, if we lose EPIR, then we lose auto thrust, and alpha floor being a function of auto thrust, we lose alpha floor also, and beta target also is lost in case we lose EPIR. Now, I have mentioned about loss of EPIR, which can result into either EPIR mode fault, or we can get into EPIR mode fault N1 degraded mode. Now there are 5 reasons for us to get into EPIR mode fault wherein the engine remains in N1 rated mode. Now in case one of the engine goes to N1 rated mode or degraded mode, we'll have to put the other engine also to N1 rated mode by pressing the N1 mode push buttons. Now let's talk about the reasons for us to lose EPIR in case aircraft goes to N1 rated mode. The first reason is loss of P2, that is loss of total pressure sensing at the inlet of the fan. Or the second reason can be loss of P5, that is loss of total pressure at the exit of LP turbine. Or we can lose P2 and P5 both, then also that engine goes to EPIR mode fault and it will fly in N1 rated mode. The fourth reason is loss of AC bus 1. Now as we know that AC bus 1 is used to heat the pitos and tats on the captain side, and AC bus 2 is heats the tats and ports on the first officer side. Now in case we lose AC bus 1, then the probes will not be able to sense the total pressure and temperature correctly. That's why if I lose AC bus 1, engine 1 goes to N1 rated mode, and we have to bring the other engine also to rated mode. The last reason in this series of N1 rated mode is loss of AC bus 2. So in case we lose AC bus 2, then the right engine goes to N1 rated mode because heating of pitos and tats will not take place correctly, and it will not do the correct sensing of P2 and T2. So these are 5 reasons. Any of them can bring the engine to rated mode, and we have to fly the other one into also in rated mode. Now in case of loss of these 3 reasons, the engine goes to N1 degraded mode. So we'll get a ECAM called EPIR mode fault N1 degraded mode. So the first reason being the loss of both the main buses, that is AC bus 1 and AC bus 2. That means if I am flying IA engine and in case we lose both the buses, AC bus 1, AC bus 2, or when we say that we are into electrical emergency configuration, that time the engines will go to N1 degraded mode. The second reason can be loss of T2, that is loss of total temperature sensing at the inlet of the fan, P2 T2 probe. Now the third reason can be loss of ambient pressure sensing. The FADEC gets input of ambient pressure. In case the FADEC is not able to get the ambient pressure sensing, then also the engine goes to N1 degraded mode. Now few things to note is that in case the engines goes to N1 degraded on ground before we go for takeoff, then it is a no dispatch. We'll have go back to bay. But let's say if it comes in air, then what is the problem? If it comes in air, the main problem is in case engine goes to N1 degraded mode, then we lose the N1 max limit. Now in case there is no N1 max limit available or there is no regulation available, then the engines can produce thrust more than the thrust lever position, and such situation is called overboost condition. Now we have to be very careful in case we have to go for go round in such condition of upper mode fault and one degraded mode, because when we apply toga power to get the SRS activated, then we may have get the thrust more than the toga thrust. That is very serious condition. So we'll have to see the table in the performance chapter and then do the actions. Now these 8 reasons have been given in the FCOM at various places, but I have compiled them for you to understand the effect of loss of EPR. And if you see the MEL, it also mentions that if you lose EPR, then we don't have auto thrust, we don't have alpha floor, and even beta target is not there. So a lot of pilots ask why we lose beta target also. So if you see chapter 31 and go to PFD indications and go to attitude data and go to the note, it says that the beta target is only available in case of config 1, 2 or 3, lever position more than MCT, any of the EPR going more than 1.25, or the difference of both the EPRs goes more than 0.25. Now to get the difference, we should have 2 parameters to be compared. But in case one of the engine loses EPR, then I don't have any other second parameter to compare the and get the difference of more than 0.25. So this is the reason we lose beta target. Also, in case we lose EPR, then it has to be a toga takeoff. We cannot do a flex takeoff, which is mentioned in the MEL. So this was my volume 2 on the loss of alpha floor, which is connected to EPR mode fault, either rated or degraded mode. So in the next video, we'll see some more aspects of IA engines and some more aspects of other engines. Thank you. Jai Hind. This is Wing Commander G.S. Sharma